Well, hello and welcome and welcome and hello and hello and welcome. Happy Tuesday, everybody. It feels like a Monday. My my workload is just completely out of control, but I wanted to come on very, very quickly and touch base with you, my BFFs out here in the internet land, the friends I never had, the people I never wanted. It is me, it is I, it is Danny Deals, it is Un Poco Moss, the show where we give you just a little bit more. I want to thank my viewer Amir in Dubai who sent me this beautiful baller chain. It is 22 karat gold, and I'm told some type of greenish diamonds. It's very, very heavy. I think the guy's a complete lunatic. He had this made for me, so I don't know, Amir. Big up to you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. My studio audience is here. Guys, welcome and hello. We want to talk SoFi. Hello and welcome. Don't have that much time today. Just like I said, I have a ton of work to do, but there's some very important things. We have to combat the FUD. It's been a drive-by FUDing. I feel like I'm eating FUDing snacks, like FUDing packs. You know, it's like, are those snack packs? I feel like Adam Sandler. Guys, welcome and hello, hello and welcome. Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys had a great Memorial Day. What you don't get here is sensationalism. You don't get pumping. You don't get, SoFi branding. You don't get, a bunch of flash. You don't get somebody trying to sell you something. Anyway, guys, welcome and hello, hello and welcome. It's been just one hell of a weekend. Hope you guys had a great one. Hope it was safe, patriotic for all my friends in America, for all my friends overseas. We get these Memorial Day weekends. It's supposed to be about, those who served. A lot of times what people do is they barbecue and they get drunk and they, go do a bunch of fun stuff like that. Maybe they're late to work on Tuesday, but it is the American dream, folks. It is patriotism, American style. It's a lot of light beer, a lot of poorly cooked, overcooked barbecued meats, and it is what it is, folks. But belatedly, thank you to, the veterans out there in the audience. I know have quite a few. Anyway, guys, hope you guys had a great weekend. It is me, Danny Deals, Un Poco Moss. Let me share my screen with you. Going to go through this thing just super quick. It's SoFi. Ticker symbol SOFI, SoFi Technologies Incorporated. Let me just put my giant head, which is a little less giant. Got a little air conditioning going. The phony tail is no more, guys. Got my summer chop. Thing was just like a rat's nest. I had, I think, two families of birds. I think it was one family of sparrow, and I believe it was a family of geese. A gaggle of geese was living in my man bun, and it was just time to go. I tried to get the wildlife department to come out and trap them, do something with them, relocate them, but they couldn't. So I had to donate the phony tail to their nest, and they're doing fine. They washed them with some Dawn liquid detergent to, get the residual oils from my hair out of those birds, and I think they're going to recover quite nicely. Anyway, guys, welcome and hello. It's SoFi. What do you know? It's flat on the day. It's being, they're shorting a ton of shares again, guys. I don't know. They keep saying the short interest is going down, but then it's not, it's the data doesn't really make any sense. That's really what I'm trying to say in my stuttering, foolish, water boy kind of cooler. They're spitting the cooler. But anyway, guys, you can do it. I think that was Clint Howard. They always have him in all those movies. But anyway, guys, so the short interest, they're saying 17%. Fintel has it like 17.5%, but 10 million shares borrowed on the day. There was millions and millions, tens of million shares supposedly borrowed last week, but the short interest continues to go down. Cost to borrow actually going up, utilization going up a little bit. Cost to borrow has actually been over 1. So you can interpret that data however you will. This is the main thing I wanted to talk about. Like, the FUD on this thing, saw another article come out with Chiaverini, like a longtime Wall Street veteran, says, SoFi's balance sheet is in trouble. They're going to become, balance sheet constrained and not be able to make any more loans in the first half of 2024. I'm like, is this bizarro world? This is the exact opposite of what is actually happening. SoFi is shoring up their balance sheet considerably, selling off loans. They just had a PR with Prudential. Prudential's buying their loans. None of the FUD really makes any sense, guys. But one of the things I keep hearing, just ad nauseum. I'm so sick of hearing it the last couple of weeks because it's just been in the press. I feel like they're using bots and stuff on Twitter and using these turds on YouTube just to amplify. It's like, I'm getting so tired of SoFi. I missed the run. I missed Nvidia. I missed Palantir. I missed Robinhood. They just take any stock that's gone up a lot recently and they go, oh, SoFi is such a piece of crap. Like, it just languishes. The SPAC was 10 and it's still at 7 and I'm getting out. Well, guess what, you freaking weak-kneed, paper-handed piece of shit? You didn't own any shares in the first place. You don't own any shares of anything. You're a bot. You're a piece of tissue paper. You're a piece of toilet paper stuck to my shoe. Why is Noto buying? Noto's floor for buying all last year was $4.50, $5 area. Now Noto's buying anything under 7. Do you think he knows anything about the company? Oh, God, I hate you guys. I hate you guys. When I hear people talk about giving up on the stock, I want to remind them how stocks move. Remember how this thing consolidated, guys. From 427, it fell all the way down to May 2022, consolidated sideways and down till January 2023, at which time it moved up 82% in 3 weeks. You think I'm making this up, guys? Right here. You know, these moves are very, very real. Started on the 9th of January, ended on the 1st of February. 82%. Over here, look at this move. Started on May 16, ended on, so less than a month. It moved 118% in 3.5 weeks. Then more recently, you want a more recent example? 60% move from November 21st to, so that's about 5 weeks, 60%. And then we have a very, very unique chart that I have never seen with this stock. So I'm just asking you guys about probabilities. That's all you have. None of us know what the market's going to do. None of us definitively know what this chart means. But I'm asking you guys, all charts are good at is just, all they're good for is looking at history and just trying to use them to see, will history repeat itself? It quite often does. Okay, you have this big consolidation. Essentially, it consolidated around the $5 mark for a year. It's consolidated at the $7 mark for a year. So what's more likely? What does it do after these long periods of sideways and down consolidation? Makes 100% move to the upside. And people are talking about this stock falling back under 5 on what? On balance sheet concerns, on loan concerns, because the old people with, gray hair and no vision can't understand the tech stack and can't understand vertical integration, can't understand the savings in-house, the exterior B2B business, can't understand that this business is about to explode. People have no vision. People just want to keep doing the same things. Everybody said Tesla had no chance when they disrupted the automotive industry. Someone has got to disrupt banking. It's just too fat. These guys have been in this position for decades upon decades upon decades where they've treated customers horribly. They just take massive profits at really good margins on these fat, bloated businesses that have no discipline. And it's a new day, guys. It's a new day. So I'm looking at this setup and I'm looking at what this stock's done in the past, and I'm looking for 3 months it just getting tighter and tighter and tighter. Not people are like, oh, it's below 7. You're such an idiot. You said it hasn't broken support at 7. It's recovered to 7 every single day, you fucking morons. It's already recovered to 7 today. I'm not saying it can't go under 7 by 1 penny. It went under 7 here. It recovered in 1 day. It went under 7 back here. It recovered in about 4 days, but this was a little bit of a unique how that one traded. What's more likely to happen? Everything is telling me this stock is going to make a huge move to the upside. What's that going to require? More institutional buying, the S&P 500 inclusion. It could be those things. What it really is a rate cut. There is huge pent-up demand. Guys, the title of this video, Personal Loans was an emergency bridge to save the company, and it was fucking brilliant. Brilliantly conceived, brilliantly executed. My visor is off to Mr. Noto, Mr. LaPointe, and the entire SoFi team, because A lesser management team would have let this company die. That's what I love about Noto. The guy has decades of experience making big deals with numbers in investment banking, in hedging, in running, finances for huge organizations like the NFL. This guy understands risk mitigation. He understands hedging. He's not afraid of tough environments. When life gives Noto lemons, he turns around and he wins. He earns the right to win. He doesn't have time to make lemonade because he's running the most innovative and undervalued fintech company in the entire market. Full stop. Full stop. Let me guess. Savage of Wall Street is making a ton of money selling covered calls. I didn't even need to read the comments, Savage. Think you're better than me in your little ball cap and your polo shirt. Oh, okay, never mind, guys. Hello and welcome. Welcome and hello and welcome. Look at the chart, guys. What's more likely to happen? What's been happening? Where is this lost support? You tell me. Where is this breakdown? It's made up. No retarders have dumped this stock under 7 since last May, period. Nobody in their right mind sells this stock under 7. Noto's buying anything under 7. Think about it. Think about it. What'd they do last week, guys? Short volumes. Light on Monday like usual, then Tuesday, 67, 69, 72. And they let it come up a little bit Friday, and you can see that on the chart here, guys. They hammered it so hard on Tuesday, all the way down here to 677? And then it closed at 684. So they could let the stock run a little bit on Friday and do some accumulation without any worry about those $7 calls because they pushed it down so far Thursday. But it's still, even every single day it's recovered to 7. Even Thursday it was on 7. Friday it touched 7. Today it touched 7. This is not what a breakdown in support looks like, guys. Are you guys so fucking stupid? You think because the shorts short at a 72% ratio push the stock a couple pennies under 7, that means support's the support breaking down. For those of you who just were born yesterday, this is when people start dumping under those levels. There's organic selling under those levels. There's a market made under those levels. People decide, hey, I think SoFi is worth less than 676, and they start selling just because the stock is trading here sideways at 691 or whatever and recovering over 7 every single day. That doesn't mean it's lost support at 7. God, I hate you guys. Welcome and hello, by the way. Welcome and hello. Hello and welcome. Don't sub and like. M. Russo's here. Thanks. SJ Tavares, let's fucking go. Don't dare sub and like. Alberto has been authorized to use wrench-like force on anyone who likes and subs. Anyone who likes and subs is officially going to be blocked and stalked. He's high on wrench power, son. Danny, greetings from Nashville. Mustang Rider is here. Big up to Nashville. What's going on? How you doing, Mustang Rider? Thanks for joining us today. Just hope both teams have fun. Happy haircut day. Yeah, thanks. You're going to get a participation ribbon for that. Just hope both teams have fun. Parker Ivy's here. Grit and Grunt is here. Say no to FUD. I'm trying. Clap my dog. Happy Tuesday, my champions. What's going on? That reminds me of that Russell Crowe song, We've Got the Clap. Funny song. I'm Russo. Hello, all. Maria Powell is here. Welcome, Maria. Hello and welcome. Reminder, drink agua. Thank you, Alberto. That is some filtered tap today. What the fuck's going on? Scallywags, degenerates, we're just, grinding. Noto buys more SoFi stock. Noto knows. Yeah, Captain Noto bought more. He keeps buying. He's buying anything under 7. He knows this is, right now, today, stock should be $12, $13. He knows where things are going. He knows there's not any risk. Where they're saying there's risk. I mean, they're assigning risk. They're like, okay, you don't have enough capacity for personal loans, but personal loans are aging off too fast. The FUD just kind of, it's like, it's like crossfire. The FUD kind of shoots itself because at one point when they thought rates were going down, a lot of these FUD spreading turds said, low rates are going to be bad for SoFi, for XYZ. And then when they're like, nope, it's going to be higher for longer still, they're like, nope, wait a minute. Higher is going to be bad for SoFi. They're going to be seeing more defaults, blah, blah, blah. But again, none of that stuff has happened. The second quarter is 2/3 of the way over, and we just haven't seen the economy fall apart. It's kind of moved along sideways. Don't expect any rate cuts soon, but SoFi does extremely well in a high rate environment. That's why I want to say, This stuff is transient. This stuff doesn't matter. Even if we start seeing high personal loan defaults, it's not going to matter. It's not going to kill SoFi's business long term. Yes, short term there might be pain, but look at his buying opportunities, guys. Look at it as, if you're, one of these turds who sells a lot of covered calls, look at it as an opportunity to make money that way. If you want to accumulate long term, sell your cash secured puts, enter the stock at a discount. Whatever you want to do, guys, just don't fear short-term price action. Don't fear short-term macro stuff. That's transient. When there is so much pent-up demand for student loan refi, home loan refi, when you start to see that first rate cut and you know that there's going to be sustained rate cuts, I don't care if it's next year, whenever it is, SoFi is going to have a quarter of originations and a period on their numbers that is going to command the attention of Wall Street. I think we're going to get a lot closer to where the fair value should be. Welcome and hello, guys. Hello and welcome. Grit and Gren is here. Joel Madsen's here. Let's go. Lorraine in the house. Lorraine in the hizzy. What's up, Lorraine? Colombian Kingpin. What's good, my man? Not a lurker. I do hate everybody. Not a lurker's right. J Money. Thanks for producing the show, by the way. J Money, Alberto Berti Avilés wielding the wrench. The all-star team, the dream team, as far as U-turd production, doesn't get any better than those two. I'll tell you that. Welcome and hello and hello and welcome, guys. Let's look at these short volumes. Like I said, 72%. This is almost unheard of. Short interest there they have at 180 million shares. If you look at the sorry, that's the wrong thing. If you look at the institutional owners, it actually ticked up yet again. So 443 million. You see some filings. Let's see. You've got a buy here by TA separate account stock index, teachers pension annuity. So very, very good. When you see these pension funds buying, it's only 22.5 thousand shares. Not, a huge buy by any means, but it's really, really good to see those buys. They're stable. They tend to come in. Calvert US Mid Cap Core Index, 6,000 shares. But again, Calvert US Large Cap Diversity Index, 1,000 shares. Institutional Growth Equity. These are what you want to see, guys. This is exactly what you want to see. Is just these index funds, ETFs, mutual funds, just buying the stock, taking shares off the table for the long term. They already see it. They already know the two metrics to watch are not defaults, are not credit cards. The two metrics to watch are direct deposit, generally deposit growth, and the tech side. The tech growth when they land these big contracts. That's really all you should be watching. The rest is just noise. The rest is just FUD. If the entire market is doing something relatively, it's not going to hurt SoFi vis-a-vis their competitors. SoFi has the highest quality personal loans anyway. So when things get tough, relatively, those loans should be worth actually more. It should be more important that their loans are of the higher quality because the other loans are going to be getting slammed. The lower quality loans are going to be absolute toilet paper. So he bought GME. SoFi Premium Gamblers gave me. The paper-handed weenie babies are just awesome. So me, keep it coming. Yeah, Savage, just keep selling those covered calls, man. Some people just never stop selling. Like I said, I'm expecting a huge move up in the stock. I just can't tell you when, but I'm always expecting that. I like to hit stop to any deals. Hating you. No, do not. Never hit that thumbs up button. You will definitely have 7 years of bad luck. Reckon in the comments, yes, Savage is here. He's making his presence felt. Hi, Lurker. What's going on? I always hate everybody. Lorraine is here. Hello, Lorraine. Vertical it's not us gray. We understand. Always a supporter. I got so much gray in the beard. It's just taking over. It's ridiculous. Hello, fellow traders. We're not traders. We're long-term investors. We like to tell ourselves that. No, Maria Powell, no, sleep. Yeah, he's Noto. Why is Noto buying? The guy has so many options. He has so many shares. He's got 8 million shares of SoFi. Yet he continues to buy these dips. He was buying in the 4s. Now he's buying damn near 7. The guy knows. Noto knows. Feel good. Don't you dare. Blocking everyone. Lots of love. We got Daniel Davis holding for a few months. Waiting. Yep, we're waiting for that wedge. We're on pins and needles to see what happens there. D squared. Dan Davis. Savage of Wall Street. Keep the hate alive. We definitely hate you, Savage of Wall Street, in the nicest possible way. Holding for a few months. Oh, it's so funny. People now think like a few months is long term. Too dumb to know when to stop buying. Me too, Parker. That's my problem with on a lot of areas of life. Hello and welcome, Cream. Hello and welcome, Rumi. Bug SoFi holder here. My criticisms of SoFi is terrible tech bench being a fintech. They need to. Rumi, I couldn't agree with you more. I do not see the innovation in the app. When I look at the SoFi app, when I look at their offerings, I do not see best in breed tech. I just don't see it. I completely agree with Rumi on that one. Sorry. Cream, C-Bar, Noto can't win. Don't blink contest against anyone. I completely agree with C-Bar. Nicely engineered comment there, C-Bar. C-Bar in the house. Anyway, guys, so a couple of things. No new ratings. Just want to see again. The max pain, of course, is $7, like it always is. You see, puts calls have a more of a distribution, 7, 758 in terms of the open interest. Some out at 9 and such, but puts are really concentrated at 7. Just a few in terms of open interest at 6 and 650, and that's about it. And all the volume is coming in at 7. Very little 750, 6. So it just really looks like this thing is going to be held here for another week. That's what the options are telling us. Now, the only good news is the volume is not like very heavy at all on puts. So, the bears aren't like digging in to try to push it down. It's just, the normal bullshit. I expected to see a little bit more of a pop here today. I wouldn't be, terribly surprised if we see the stock make a little bit of a run here. You see on the daily, the algo is really trying to keep it in that shallow bull pattern, keep it very flat, but you see some bigger buys coming in. You see some big candles. Those are going to be green candles. I know no big institutions are just dumping here on this little push down. You can look at the chart and see this is just not the place to sell the stock. I mean, this is really the lows of the last year. So it's just, to me, with all of the progress the company's making, it's a very dumb place to sell. That's why it really annoys me when people say, hey, I'm losing patience. It's like, guys, stocks don't move all at once. You can't expect your stocks to just sort of make these consistent gains based on fundamentals. This thing trades sideways and down for a long time, and then it makes huge moves, whether it be this 80%, 120%, 60%, whatever it is. This is some really unusual, tight consolidation coming into a very long wedge. I think the stock is going to make a move up. Of course, if the economy crashes, fundamental crashes, you see inflation go up, you see, a rate increase talk, that's going to hurt SoFi. I'm never here trying to say, SoFi's immune from the market. The trend is your friend, and you just can't fight it. You can't, don't swim upstream. I'm not telling anybody SoFi is going to defy the market. SoFi walks on water. It's the Jesus of fintechs. None of that. But SoFi is a very good company with very good diversification. That's why I think Noto is our ace in the hole, guys. They cut back on lending. It was strategic. They can put their foot back on the gas whenever they want. We've been flooded, whatever you want to call it, with the weak balance sheet, complete bunch of crap. Sorry, I didn't want to crane my neck because I have a stiff neck, so it was really hard to look back at the whiteboard, so I just took a picture. Sorry, it's a little bit hard to read. But Noto is the ace in the hole because he's not like one of these young CEOs, one of these young founders. He's more of a hired gun, decades of experience with complex deals, with numbers, with hedging. This guy had the foresight to get out of crypto and get the bank charter, and I think that's going to prove to be a really smart long-term decision. The bank charter plus the tech company is very unique. Find me another example. I don't think you can do it. If you're, if you have kids and they're in T-ball, you have to make up those really stupid names, like, the South Park anchors or whatever. Well, if it was SoFi, I would call us the SoFi savers. Long term, stable. This is a stock you want to own for life. If I was Robinhood, I'd call it the traders or the chargers. People who want to rack up debt on credit cards while buying crypto, and it can look really good in the short term while crypto's on fire, but you can't get a bank charter, and it is going to be very difficult for any fintech to get a bank charter in the future. Upstart is, trailer park boys. I wouldn't even buy Upstart. I wouldn't touch that piece of shit with a 10-foot pole. Affirm is for people who want to finance their groceries at Walmart because they're weak sauce trash. That's just my opinion. I think Robinhood, like I said last time, could be good over the short term, but the SoFi Savers are the team I want to hitch my wagon to. Higher quality loans, like I said, that's what I was discussing. Can't sell loans. That's another time we've been FUDed. You saw the Prudential, this particular article, SoFi Technologies strengthen lending capabilities. SoFi Technologies said it strengthened its lending capabilities with a $350 million personal loan securitization exclusively with funds and accounts managed by PGIM Fixed Income, Prudential Financial Company. You think of fixed income, I think this is some kind of insurance deal. You think they don't know if SoFi is a stable company that's here to stay? You think they're entering into some kind of these type of arrangements like PGIM with a trash company like Upstart? Absolutely no fucking way. Not on your life. And maybe if they did, I'll have to eat crow because I haven't bothered to check. But I don't think there's any chance in the world companies of this quality are even going to go there. But they'll go there with SoFi because they trust Noto, and they know that Noto is a professional with decades upon decades of winning industry experience. Noto is unique. What I'm seeing, the key tech and direct deposits. I think 2025 is going to be the year we see tech absolutely explode. High rates are good for SoFi driving deposits. That's a much more important metric, those deposits, than people just wetting the bed about defaults. Deposits shore up the balance sheet. Deposits shore up lending capacity. The two loans that are going to absolutely explode when they get a rate cut are home loans and student loans, and those are much less risky. That's why they're starting to cut back on personal loans now. They're going to have massive, massive, massive demand for those products, and they want to have a massive capacity on their balance sheet. It's like when the Chia Pet, he had some FUD remarks today. It's like, it makes absolutely no sense. D.A. Davidson bought more. I can't remember where it was, but it was like industry professional says SoFi sucks or something. But his basic argument was they're going to become balance sheet constrained. And then he's like, more loans are aging off. It's a contradictory, nonsensical argument, as you might expect from someone with the veracity and integrity of a, small Chia ceramic pet you would buy late night television when you just can't sleep. Eating my shrimp and sweet pepper spaghetti while listening. Let's go. I love hearing about SoFi. Thank you, Stop Console War. Yeah, I did chop off the hair. Not a lurker. That's true. I don't care about subs and likes. The reason I like subs is I don't care about likes, but the reason I like subs is because more people watch the video, more people exposed to SoFi. I truly believe this company is extremely undervalued. I don't make one thin dime off this channel, so it really doesn't make a personal thing to me, how many people like the video, but it's up to you guys. But yeah, I do act. It is completely an act. My self-esteem is very fragile. My ego is very fragile, and it is mostly shored up through subs and likes. So you turds can do with that what you will. Work on the app. I thought they hired a new developer from Uber. I did not hear about that, Clap My Dog. I do think Uber has a much better, much more modern interface. So if that is the case, I think that would be good news. I want to get blocked so bad. I like this episode twice. That's funny. Vote early and often. It's just, how do I pronounce that? Anyway, guys, Stop Console Wars and Noto We Turd. It says kneecap. Guys really going after Not a Lurker. I like Jersey Mike subs. I do as well. The giant Big Kahuna cheesesteak would be my favorite. But I also never eat a giant Big Kahuna cheesesteak because I think it has about 2,800 calories. And I definitely, if I do, wouldn't get extra red pepper relish on that bad boy. Definitely wouldn't do that. Definitely wouldn't add pickles. What kind of psycho adds pickles onto a hot cheesesteak? This guy. Guys, again, I want to thank my friend Amir in Dubai for sending me this solid gold Danny Deal's wrapper chain. It's got, I guess, about 8 carats of little diamonds on it. I don't think they're worth that much, but I don't know. This thing had to cost 30 to 40, 50,000 US. So Amir, you're the man. I'm glad you're very happy with the programming. Like Lucid, some of these companies, they have backers from the Middle East. Now I do as well. So shoring up the channel with the price of gold as well. This could have been 6 figures. So, but what you don't get here is sensationalism. You don't get the flash. You don't get the propaganda. You don't get Las Vegas, you don't get gambling, you don't get any of that stuff, guys. You just get it's like Joe Friday, just the facts, man. That's what you get here. You don't want sensationalism, you don't want emotion, you don't want to get wrapped up in all this stuff, guys. Too many U-turners out there, yelling and screaming and waving their hands like psychos, like hamsters on crack, like donkey brain traders, claiming to be long-term while they trade in and out and they buy the highs and they sell the dip and they smell the rip and they wonder at the end of the year why their account statement looks like a huge steaming pile of dog shit. And folks, it's because you make a lot of bad decisions. You sell before the rip. Why are you losing patience right now? Look at this baby. These sideways downward movements are stepping up just beautifully. Here, here, here. This thing is bound to make a huge move. I don't know if it's going to be 60%, 80%, whatever it is, but I think the smarter analysts, I think Morningstar, everybody has this thing 11, 12, minimum 10. Even a move to 10 here would be massive, massive move. But like, hey, the SPAC was 10. A lot of institutions were paying more than that. There's a disconnect. There's a disconnect here between the actual fundamental value of this company and the price action. And that's fine. That's absolutely fine, guys. Don't worry about it. I think dumping here would be the stupidest thing you could do while Noto is buying the stock. But you do you, guys. Somebody was saying, hey, I hate this stock. I hate holding it. I can't sleep at night. It's the worst thing. Just sell. Just sell and walk away and just buy something you want to buy. I mean, I'm just saying, guys, you have to make decisions. It's not what you buy, it's when you buy it and sell it. Almost every stock in the entire index is going to, move up at some point. But if you're selling the lows because you get impatient and you get demoralized and you can't put your big boy pants on and say, hey, they're holding this thing down here to flip it and push it up. What were the counterparties that offering? Everybody was saying, Uncle Bruce, all these people saying, hey, they need the stock up around 12, 12.50, 13. It might not be this year. It might be 2025. It might be a year, 18 months more. You have to wait. But if the stock's going to double, it's well worth that year wait. This is in my opinion, and I'm nobody, and I'm not trying to give anybody financial advice. This is a very, very foolish time to dump a stock of this quality, in my opinion. So that's really all I've got. Easiest hold of the year is sub sandwiches and SoFi shares. Sub sandwiches, not Subway, but generally, sub sandwiches. Just such a convenient, refreshing food. Stop console wars. Don't forget Saturday is Rick Ross Car and Bike Show. Awesome. Rick Ross. I have a feeling that's down in Miami area. I think Rick Ross is from down south, down in Florida or something, but I mean, guys, I know it's scary. I know the macro is scary and there's tons of FUD out there, but if you actually look at what SoFi is doing with their loan capacity, their balance sheet, how conservative they're being, their expectations, this is the long-term winner. It might not be the flashiest, it might not be the most exciting, but if you want a stock you can absolutely retire on for the long term, I think that fintech is SoFi. I think they're going to be a player in this neobanking space. I think more and more of this business, more and more of the deposits are going into this online banking. I think SoFi is extremely well conditioned, and they are earning the right to win every single day, as are you, the turd army, my people. This is the head turd, the big turd himself, Danny Deals, for Un Poco Moss, for Alberto Berti Aviles, not a lurker, J Money would like to say thank you for joining us today. I'd like to thank again Amir for spending upwards of $4 million on this beautiful wrapper chain for me. I sincerely appreciate it. I think it's a little bit misguided. You could have just given me the rose. I am, after all, from my beard, you can see I am the golden bachelor with the extensive gray beard, the worries, that SOFI. I've been holding this stock. I'm just so impatient, guys. I want to retire tomorrow. I want to buy a flying car. I'm Rod Farver. I'd buy a car. I'd buy a, like, that's the stupidest. I'd buy a $2 million car. It's like this. You guys couldn't catch me. I can't remember all the lines from Super Troopers. Haven't seen it in way too long. Greetings from Germany. Fantasticos. That sounds more Greek, but greetings. Fui goodbye. SoFi's get down or lay down stocks intertwined with everything going forward little by little. Yeah, SoFi is going to be a disruptor. They already are a disruptor. Why is SoFi growing deposits so much faster than Discover Bank, which pays, I think, more interest, American Express Bank, which pays more interest, Ally Bank, which pays more interest, or the same? I mean, there used to be more last time I checked, haven't checked in a little while. The point is, other online banks, fintechs, neobanks do not have this synergy. Customers do not like their offering. Customers cannot see them as their forever home for their main bank, and customers are more and more seeing that with SoFi. More and more. And the deposits prove it. The deposits prove customers like SoFi, they trust SoFi, and they're putting their feet up, and they're going to stay a while. And if you don't think this thing's going to be here and this company has staying power, you've just got shit for brains, my friends. Hello and welcome. Not hello and welcome. Goodbye. Un poco mas. Peace. I'm out of here. Thanks a lot, guys.